Oh, hello, folks. In just a moment here. Do do do. Ba da ba. All right. Cool deal. Oh, hey, Mecca. I can invite you on if you're not doing anything and you want to come on and shoot the shit. Would be more than welcome to. I just wanted to talk about some stuff. Uh, yeah, business. Um, you know, all you guys know, like, I've got that, like, barren oil money. But if you're confused by the title of this stream, it's because a few certain individuals decided that people who put in the work to, finish their books uh, before funding, the correct way, it's a lot easier to sell a house when the house is already built. Uh, well, they've been giving us shit and saying shit like we're wealthy or whatever, prefunded by the wealthy, and they're basically saying, hey, don't back books that are already finished because you should be backing this book that doesn't exist instead because that somehow helps the community. I don't know how. One would think that, it wouldn't be like that, but. Let's see. I'm just going to call Mecca here on the Discord as soon as I can find him. I'll stop the music for a bit. So Mecca, if you're watching, man, I'm trying to get you on the Discord. I don't have a StreamYards link. So hop on the Discord, buddy. Let me make sure that Discord audio is coming through. No. There we go. So if he actually ever joins Discord and comes on, he'll be able to come and talk to us. So it's our turd nugget. You can join if you want to. I'm going to get back on my tangent here. Well, it aggravates me that people are running around and they're essentially telling other people that they shouldn't back my product because I put in the work to get the book done. Yeah, and Dave's right. Should we all start from zero? Because one of the reasons why I finished the book as much as I can before trying to crowdfund it is because of how many failed campaigns there are. And when I say failed, I don't mean that they didn't make their money. What I mean is that the book never came to fruition because you just gave somebody a shit ton of money who has no idea what they're doing. Yeah, they want to make a comic book and good for them, but honestly, it's not a good idea. They don't know what they're doing. They often don't know how much everything's going to cost. And how many books are out there that are either incredibly late or will never come to fruition because nobody knows how to manage money? And that's why I think that people should get their books done because I really feel that if you're that passionate, you should be able to investing your own dream. And that's what it really comes down to. It's this toxic idea, I would even say that, you know, you don't have to invest in your own dreams. That's up to everybody else. No, it's not. It's not. If you don't make it happen, nobody's going to make it happen for you. And that's the thing. And people are like, "Oh yeah, it's really tough paying for art and comics are expensive." Well, guess what? That weeds out the weak. Adversity breeds greatness. Not everything worth doing is easy. There's plenty of people like, you know, am I going to get upset if like I don't know. Like should I be upset that we're not letting more people be doctors or and that we have some kind of standard set there? No, because shit with like medical stuff and everything, it weeds out the weak. Yeah, it'd be nice if we all lived in a perfect world where we got paid for our art, but guess what? That hasn't been the reality for a long time. And there's no guarantee. There's no entitlement that you're ever going to make anything off of your work. And I don't understand where people feel like they are entitled. If I didn't sell any books, I wouldn't sit here and make a stream and be like, I deserve success. And it'd just be stupid. It'd just be like, I guess nobody wants it. Oh well, I'm still going to make them because I'm doing it for me. A lot of these people, you can tell they're just in it for the money, man. And that's the sad part about it. Is like nobody gives a shit about the art form or anything like that. And I never considered that I'd be like one of those fucking snobby fucking do it for the art weirdos. But to be honest, I mean, it's good to do things for money. I'm not saying because money pays for things. Money makes a lot of things happen. Yes, it does. But that shouldn't be your only concern if you're an artist. If you're an artist and your goal is to just entertain and tell people stories, then money doesn't even come into that equation. You're going to be doing this whether you're financially doing well or not. And Dave brings up another good point. I can't show stuff on here. Yeah, Mecca never got on Discord, so he's a turd. But if he does hop on, he's welcome. But yeah, like you throw a bunch of money at these guys, and you know, we all think our first project, should like have all the bells and whistles. We've all been there. Like, there's plenty of indie filmmakers who think that their first film is going to be like this fucking blockbuster and everything. And we all have high hopes and dreams for our products. But honestly, nobody needs to be paying incredibly high tiered artists for their first book. Um, they need to be looking for artists they can afford, and artists that will actually grow with them as well. I've known people like Doug Garrett would be a good example, and I'm not pooping on Doug, so don't think that. But like for his first Lone Wolf book, he hired Jeff Lastly, which uh, Jeff has really good art and everything, but Jeff's also a little expensive, we'll say. And on top of that, Jeff also has a lot of other projects going on. He's doing commissions for other people. He's had that one comic Barrels, and he's working on some other stuff. So Jeff's already on his path. So Doug and Jeff ended up parting ways mutually. No bad blood or anything. They ended up parting ways in a business sense. So Jeff isn't even on doing the second book because it's just, you can't maintain that because, for one, Jeff has all of his other books and stuff like that, and for two, his page rate prices are a little, wild and stuff like that. And you can't realistically, even if you think about it, if you just hire like the best artist you can find, how are you going to keep up with that? Like, yeah, you could maybe do a campaign and raise money on the first book, but what if the second one doesn't do as well? How are you going to keep paying this high tier artist? The same problem happens in a lot of Hollywood movies too, and a lot of adaptations. They'll want this big name actor to play Batman or whatever. And then, after the first one does well, this big name actor, they're harder to get for the second time unless they happen to have them on a contract or whatever. But it always costs them a lot of fucking money to bring them back, and there's all kinds of scheduling conflicts and all of this other nonsense. As opposed to some of these movies that actually do better because they kind of get more of a lesser known person, somebody who they can more easily bring back, which is the only thing I can give the CW a credit to, because the Flash and those shows just ended up getting ruined. But I did like that they were taking a lot of just pretty much just no name people and putting them in the roles of these heroes. They're cheaper and the audience can grow with them and stuff like that. And I think that's the best way to go about things. But the thing is there's no set standard. You can do anything in crowdfunding and in comics. Art is subjective. Story quality is subjective. Everything is subjective for the most part. So there's really no wrong answers as long as you're able to get your product done. It just makes me mad when I see people try to grift by saying things like, because I put in the work and effort to go ahead and get my book to be made, that somehow I'm pre-funded by the wealthy or something stupid like that, or that I am crowd selling. I'm not crowdfunding. No, you look at my campaign. If you look at the campaign for issue 2, if you actually, use your fucking eyes and read, you'll notice, like on the Kickstarter for issue 2, it says right there that this is to fund production costs for issue 3 and printing costs for issue 2. So me raising money to help produce issue 3 by offering people issue 2 as a reward for that, for their donation, is somehow crowd selling. It's somehow different, even though, I'm still doing the same thing. Somehow they have to separate themselves from me, and they have to try to make something to make it feel like, somehow they're better than people like me who actually put in the fucking work. No, you're not better than me. In fact, I'm better than you. And my fucking track record has proven that. I look up to a lot of cool people. One of the one of my biggest early kind of mentors was fucking Mark and Tim, fucking Common America, and now suddenly their whole business model is fucking controversial. I'm the one who has a problem now because I think that, shit should be done. And granted, yeah, my book's late right now. I own that completely, but that has nothing to do with what's actually on the table. That has nothing. My book slate list has nothing to do with the fact that I didn't have a book to begin with or anything like that. This is just life shit that just happened to happen to me. And that kind of shit happens too. That's another reason why it's important to try to encourage people to have their products done before they launch a campaign, because life is full of fucking surprises, guys. You don't know if your wife's going to go to the hospital, if you're going to be out of work for a month because of fucking COVID bullshit. You don't fucking know what's going to happen. Your fucking grandma dies. And these are just things that's happened to me. And I'm not saying this to ask for sympathy. I'm just iterating a point that, everybody has weird circumstances in life. It comes out of nowhere. It's fucking Murphy's Law. So would you rather encourage somebody to basically just gamble with fate and Murphy's Law, Or would you rather try to encourage people to, back the folks who are trying to do everything within their power to make sure that doesn't happen? And hey, Sam, I don't know. Like I said, I'm not naming names. I'm not targeting anybody individually. It's a lot of fucking nonsense, and it just pisses me off that some people think that they're on such a fucking high horse they can just shame doobie smokers like me. Fuck you. I never gave a shit about your opinion because it was shit to begin with. Yeah, but yeah, sorry. Somebody was talking to me off camera. But yeah, man, it just it fucking makes me mad because I put in a lot of work and a lot of effort, and I go out and help a lot of fucking people. And every time I turn around, there's just some piece of shit who's trying to fucking grift with some stupid fucking nonsense. Like, just focus on your goddamn books, people. I do it. I don't get on my fucking Twitter and cause a lot of shit most of the time. I do when somebody tries to encourage other people to stop backing books like mine because I'm done before, my product actually fucking exists. I put in a lot of work. I fucking invest my own time. I don't just talk the talk. I walk the walk, motherfuckers. And I don't care what they say. They can do their stupid ass, silly, fucking gay ass streams. And you know what? Next year they'll be doing the same silly, gay ass fucking streams. These guys have been running in a circle for fucking 6 years. Have a good one, Dave. But yeah, I mean, we're talking about folks that have spent the past 6 years bitching about the same Star Wars movie. I mean, who gives a fuck what these people say? I don't give a fuck what the SJW say. I don't give a fuck what these weirdos say. I don't give a fuck what pretty much anybody says except the people who, support me. And that's not like an echo chamber of validation. I care about the people who are actually there. Why the fuck would I care about you? You ain't done nothing to help me. You just tried to shame me for stupid shit. Which, by the way, I'm still being shamed for a book that doesn't exist. I would very much appreciate it if somebody could, like, produce this magical fucking book full of obscene material that I quote unquote supported. Be really fantastic. Oh well, how dare Skinny stand up for a creator's right to create without being crucified by a bunch of fucking weirdos on comics Twitter. Anyways, I just wanted to stop in and just if you're watching this and you're in that clique, I just want to extend a very courteous fuck you. Don't want anything to do with you fucking retards. You can go fuck yourselves. Good luck with everything. Uh, I'm gonna be over here doing my thing. Uh, don't fuck with me. And I won't fuck with you. But if you try to some silly shit like encouraging people not to back books like mine, be damned if I'm not gonna fucking say something and call you out on your stupid bullshit. There's a lot of motherfuckers like me that work really hard to be where we're at, and we put a lot on the line, and you have no fucking authority to even question that, you cocksucker. Not you, Sam. I love you guys.